now you look at gold and you say, okay, it's going up on days that market's going down. Mm-hmm. Or when oil is going down, gold is going up. Usually, that's rare. It usually only happens right during economic financial duress.
Right.
So now you got gold going up, oil going down. Bitcoin, looking at the trend, where it's come from $1 to 10,000, obviously that's a huge spread and huge volatility. But I've noticed the last year or so that it's become more of a risk-off safe haven asset. It doesn't mean like it's going to, the correlation is going to be perfect.
Right.
You know, market was wildly, down. It was down this week. Bitcoin was down. I think there was some huge Chinese
I reported on that
scandal
today.
that they were unwinding. Right, they were unwinding
like
2 billion or 2 billion in coins.
2.9.
Okay, so that's obviously a huge order. On one hand, you say, oh, that sucks because the price is down. But on the other hand, if this were 2014 and it was Mt. Gox, the price would have dropped 80% and would have taken 4 years to recover.
Sure.
Here, the price is down 10, 15%, 20%, and it's going to take a few weeks to recover.
Yep.
So that shows maturity in the
Sure.
market. Shows it can take a huge sell order like that and get by. You know, I have to say, just stack sats every day. Don't try to pick tops or bottoms. Don't trade the market. It's too crazy. It's like trying to fly a kite in a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
It's just too much. It'll just rip your face off. You're not gonna. How many traders do you know now that are like professional day traders of crypto? I don't know a single one that hasn't gone crazy like Craig Wright or lost everything. Day trading it doesn't work. You gotta just be buy and hodl. That's the way to go.
Last thing I want to talk about is this whole Reggie Middleton thing is really big in my circle of viewership. What's going on with that? What are your thoughts about him and the whole Veri gold and the SEC coming after him? Would love to know your thoughts on that.
Right. Well, Reggie
you
Middleton,
used to have him on all the time.
Frequent guest, and think about that coin is like it's been pivoted. I think at least twice.
Yeah.
First it was Ultracoin, and it was first when I heard about it was Ultracoin, and when I first heard the story about Ultracoin, I gotta tell you, I was mystified. Mm-hmm. Like, what exactly is this? What is it about? Like,
yeah. Same here.
So I was like, okay, Reggie, I hear you. You're an entrepreneur, and so I don't truly get it, but that doesn't mean I don't get a lot of stuff, right? So then when it pivoted to Veritasium, mm-hmm. then we're like, I'm not so sure about this, because now not only don't I understand it, but now I don't understand it in a way that I don't feel comfortable even talking about it.
Right.
I don't understand it, right? Because there's a new threshold of confusion for me at that point. So I just okay, I'll just walk away from this.
Right.
Can't do it all.
Yeah.
So then the transition to gold.
Yeah, that was
like another pivot, and I'm
man.
This seems like a whole nother level of confusion. And I've been saying on Twitter for a few years now, there's no such thing as a crypto-backed gold. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
It's bad crypto. It's bad gold. It's bad for both.
Can you explain?
It's the worst of all.
Can you explain to the audience why a crypto-backed precious metal or precious metal-backed crypto is the worst thing that you could think of?
Because you still need to verify the gold.
Yes.
Okay, so
counterparty risk.
Doesn't mean that it doesn't, just because you have some crypto thing attached to it doesn't mean that you escape the fact that the gold itself needs to be verified, right?
Yes.
So
you can stop there pretty much.
That's it. It's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Okay, so the great thing about Bitcoin is it's self-verifying. It verifies itself.
Through cryptography.
You don't need a third party.
Right.
That's get the triple, accounting, triple entry accounting.
Right.
It's all self-contained. It's like I don't need third party. That's the beauty of it. So to say I'm going to ignore the beauty of that, and instead I'm going to bring in this barbarous relic from 5,000 years ago that needs to be verified.
Right.
And so that doesn't make any sense, number one. Number two, it doesn't make the cryptography any better on the crypto side.
No.
It doesn't make the cryptography coin any more cryptographically better.
No.
It doesn't make the gold better.
No.
It doesn't help either side.
No.
It doesn't make any sense. There's been like 10 or 15 metals-backed coins, and every single one said, "Hey, Max, check it out. It's backed by gold." I'm like, that's bad. It doesn't make any sense. So therefore, this was ripe for a problem from the get-go because it doesn't make any sense. Like I saw him last year at the Blockchain Summit at Howard University. He was there, I was there, and part of my presentation was saying gold-backed crypto doesn't make any sense. And I started getting some hostility from the audience because they were there. It was like, well, that's my position. I've stated my position. I can't, that's just the way I think about it. We'll see what the market says. Right.
So as far as the SEC has come after Reggie and Veritasium LLC, what does this illustrate for? It really shows you how the case or use case for Bitcoin is really prevalent there, because SEC can't come after anyone at Bitcoin, right? So kind of talk about how Bitcoin is unstoppable in that nature. They can come after it. They can, stop some of the on-ramps and off-ramps, but they really can't stop Bitcoin.
Right. Even in the recent congressional testimony, one of the congressmen said that Bitcoin is unstoppable. And there's a growing awareness amongst governments around the world that you can't stop Bitcoin. Distributed. There's no center. And it's unstoppable, it's unconfiscatable, censorship resistant. Everything we've been saying for years is true. It's just taken a long time for people to understand it at the higher levels of government. Can't stop it. They can't do anything. Even Ethereum, which is getting a lot of flack, it's kind of, getting difficulty now finding a use case. And they say it's decentralized, but it seems like it's not that decentralized.
Right.
And then you have a lot of clones of Ethereum. A lot of the guys who are in Ethereum left Ethereum to start Ethereum-like projects.
Right.
But then, what's the use case of these things really? So, but anyway, to answer your question. So, the SEC is got all the time in the world, and they've got all the resources in the world.
Right.
And once they start pulling the threads, they just keep pulling and pulling and pulling.
Yeah.
So I think in the business in 2017, it's interesting because I've been actually in technology business for like 25 years, and then when I was working on Wall Street, I was covering technology stocks.
Okay.
I was on Wall Street when Microsoft went public, when Apple went public.
So you understand the concept of SaaS, right? Software as a service, and that's not really what these types of tokens are. They're not software as a service. It's really money as a service, as you talked about.
Like I was saying, so usually the technology companies, they create software and then they try to make money with that software by selling that software, by licensing that software, by powering an enterprise of some type.
Right.
But in the case of this business, the software is the money.
Right.
Then you try to find a business after you've created the money.
Yeah.
So this is where you see, the exit scam. A lot of people in the business, they're like, here's $500 million, and they're like, well, we don't really need to figure out what business we're in anymore, do we? Right.
Right.
We're going to create a foundation.
Right.
And